You guys wouldn't believe it. I was cleaning out a bunch of garbage underneath the freeway, and I came across this shirt that I used to have 7 years ago. It only seemed fitting to wear this shirt with this logo on it, given that we're talking about this new update in regards to Mortal Kombat 1, everyone's favorite desync simulator. Yo, what's up? It's Dynasty with a quick update in regards to MK Uno. Of course, you guys, today Khameleon finally dropped on the Cameo roster. You wouldn't know that up until like maybe an hour or so ago because the socials weren't letting you know, but thankfully they've been active lately. So active that after complaining, when I say complaining, I mean the last 2 days on my Twitter X timeline have been pro players, content creators, shills. Yes, the shills, a lot of them actually turned a new leaf over and have been criticizing the lackluster states of Mortal Kombat 1, and in particular the whole desync issue. You guys do know, going back to last month when Quan Chi got released, he broke the game's online servers for Combat League. PC got a patch within like 2 or 3 days that I think pretty much fixed everything on the PC side of things. Then about maybe a week ago, cue the dead meme with this dead game. I'm not gonna put the meme there. We got another quick update, and it was meant to fix the desync issues on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. I don't know how you're doing these days. I don't play on the Switch. If you do, I'm praying for you. But it didn't fix the desync issues. And again, the last 2 days have just been, it's like everybody just finally took the truth serum. And what's the saying? The chickens come out to roost, the hens, the eggs to roost. The cookie crumbled. I don't know what I'm saying. You guys know what I'm saying? Like shit was finally being said that we've been known for a while if you've been watching the downfall of Mortal Kombat 1 from the jump. And people were complaining to the point where finally we got an update. So we're gonna talk about the update we got from them, which is honestly the most bare bones statement of all time. I don't make the rules, but if you're excited for me finding this in the trash, take a second, drop a like on the video. I want to say thank you. I love you for choosing me to be your Mortal Kombat 1 insider. You guys do know there is no machine behind me, just you, the community. So without you, these MK Uno videos do not happen. So thank you for always showing your love and support here on the channel. Without further ado, what the hell did they have to say about the desync issues? Well, it was not from the community manager. Tyler Lansdowne's been quiet for a week. He's been tweeting about playoff football, but not broken MK1. However, the official Mortal Kombat account, which recently came back from the dead, you guys do know that account was dead for 2 months until like last week when they came out to be like, oh, Khameleon's dropping next week, and then today. But they came out 9 minutes ago as of the time recording this video and said, we are aware that desync issues are still affecting Combat League and are working on a fix. We apologize for the inconvenience and thank you for your patience. Something they could have said 7 days ago after we updated our games and immediately were thrown into Combat League with desync issues again. They waited a whole week to tell us that this game is still broken when they could have just done this like 7 days ago. So they waited for all of us to voice our displeasures the last 2 days, and I say us, I mean the whole community, to complain, to finally come out and give us this blank-ass statement. Nothing less, nothing more, as far as I know. Head honcho, Ed Boon's not said anything either. And again, it's to the point where, like, again, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I came out and said, wow, complaining worked, despite what other creators want to tell you. Vocalize your displeasures when you know things need to be fixed. Because believe it or not, some of these shills are saying that we should not be asking the community manager for an update. I'm not even going to give this guy any time of day on my channel because I responded to this bullshit idea on Twitter and all we got were crickets. But I'll just do this. Choo-choo. Choo-choo, gonna choo-choo. Hashtag sponsored by WB. Anyways, but you can see from the responses here, everybody is giving them their opinions, and they're quite valid. What was the last patch for then? Fix desync and drop crossplay before Tekken 8 drops, or you're gonna lose so much of your fan base, well, even more than you already have. Let's hope it gets fixed. I do plan to have online stream matches. We want dragon crystals as an apology, thanks. That's wishful thinking, but what's it worth when they haven't even dropped New things in the premium store, I think, in the last 6 weeks. I think everything they've actually got on the most recent update, you can actually get in the Shrine, but there hasn't been a new piece of content in the store for 6 weeks. That might be wrong, but I think it's like 4 to 6 weeks. I saw it earlier on one of the forums. Test it before y'all release, because y'all clearly didn't do that last time. Facts. We want Dragon Crystals. Game was $70 plus, bro. This is fucking sad. How about some reward for making us wait a whole month? This patch better fix it, because fans are on their last straw with this game. Nobody is gonna wait another month with this game-breaking blug. We all know that is a lie. Since you're at it, can we get $10 skins as an apology for our inconvenience? About damn time you at least acknowledge the issue after claiming it was fixed when it wasn't clearly. I haven't been able to find one Combat League match since launch. Already submitted bug, but no help. And again, I mentioned this in my MK1 is dying video. Believe it or not, there are people out there who still have never played a single game online, and I see it in the comments every here and there. Somebody will write a whole paragraph saying, Dynasty, I shit you not. I have proof. Check your Instagram DMs for my videos. And I've seen it. I see people get desynced immediately when going online every time, and I don't know what to say to these people. What do I say to you guys who have these issues? Like, I think we have it bad 1 every 2 games desyncing, but some of you guys can't even play online Combat League. It's... How about fix the game unbalancement as well? 3 days just to acknowledge the issue after a failed patch. It was longer than 3 days, my friend. Give us character XP as compensation. Again, they always nerf the XP we get with every new update. It's a shame, dude. It's a shame. And again, everybody's talking about Tekken 8 because Tekken 8 drops at the end of this month. And by all accounts, man, from the roster and the content at the core of the game, like the modes you get, the depth Tekken is offering, hell, the pre-order bonuses are even cooler. The DLC pass, in my opinion, with Eddie already is already making me pretty stoked. It's a rough time to be a Mortal Kombat fan. I could go ahead and show you guys some of the recent statements made by the likes of a Sonic Fox, a Tekken Master, a Rewind. A lot of these big pro players have already came out and said if this game does not get more support, more, love from NetherRealm, the pro competition money is already a joke. But if the game's not fixed and I guess enjoyable to be played, a lot of these guys are going to be dropping the game. So from the competitive aspect, it's fucking dead. From the casual aspect, nobody has anything to do because all there is Combat League and a desyncs. What the fuck, man? And we're only 2 characters into the DLC pack. Like, we already know there's going to be a Combat Pack 2 and an Aftermath expansion. Eventually, when it's all said and done, maybe in like a year, the game will be perfect. But it just goes to show that this game was rushed. This game was pushed out. The idea, of the whole, nickel and diming our consumers post-launch is in full effect. The $10 fatalities, the $10 costumes, which aren't even legit costumes, that aren't even authentic to the actual costumes we got 20 years ago. I could go on and on and on and on. And again, a blanket statement that means literally nothing. No ETA. Ed Boon not coming out and giving us a real heartfelt apology. The community manager literally turning off the responses on Twitter to where he can tweet about the Lions and you can't even respond with, hey, Tyler, by the way, I'm fucking the desync issue, bro. Like, they're in an echo chamber. And it's fucking sad, dude. It's fucking sad because what do you do? What do you do as a Mortal Kombat fan? You just have to deal with it. And it's the same old song and dance every fucking time a new game comes out from NetherRealm. Post like Injustice 2, I'd say. Conveniently, it's what I got on. But ever since, gameplay things like Robin's staff and shit were hidden behind mystery boxes, like the writing was kind of on the wall. But at the same time, man, I truly do feel like we were way too hard on Mortal Kombat 11 because if we knew what we know now, hindsight's always perfect, but we should have appreciated Mortal Kombat 11 a bit more because at least I had a soul in it. This is just like a beta, dude. This game does not feel complete, and the bullshit responses like this, like literally, I'm going to show you my response to their Khameleon tweet. Cameo of all trades, Khameleon's now available in Mortal Kombat 1. Fix your fucking game. You know, I hate to be so blunt about it, but who else is doing this that creates content? I'm being real. Who else is doing this? Thankfully, a lot of the other guys that were, you know, known as shills are being honest. But a lot of them aren't still. A lot of them are still giving them a pass, and it's a shame. It's very dirty. It's very scummy, and this is the state of the game. Pro players leaving, YouTubers telling you to just smile and wave, boys, eat it up. Fucking, it's in disarray, dude. Tekken drops at the end of the month, and I'm just so excited that there's at least some saving grace, at least for me, for the time being, until this shit gets fixed. We still don't have online lobbies. There's no saying that the crossplay is going to even work when that update gets launched, because they can't even fix a fucking desync issue. Obviously, I don't know the ins and outs of game development, but there's not an excuse to keep your consumers and customers in limbo. Why couldn't this statement came a week ago when the update went live? Conveniently, the day a new character comes out, then they want to talk about it. Like, it sucks. It sucks. So there you go. That's the state of Mortal Kombat 1. Don't you guys remember when they promised they'd be better, and then they linked this video here that was essentially a mod that Finny pieced together of a bunch of tweets, you know, asking for the DLC release date. They fucked up so much that they even, you know, gave someone else credit instead of Finny for his mod. That was back in MK11, you know, we'll be better. We hear you. Nothing changed. The communication was horrible in MK11. 2021 was rough. It was really rough. Almost as rough as the Steam numbers. This is the Steam numbers for MK1. Obviously, more people play on console than Steam, but new character dropped today and only 2,700 people were playing. Grand Blue's pulling like 35 to 4,000. Can only imagine what those Tekken numbers are going to be. I mean, for fuck's sake, this was on the front page of the Mortal Kombat subreddit, which is dedicated to all the MK diehards. How do we feel about this take? Tekken is so sick, man. I really wish NetherRealm Studios had this level of communication and love the way the other major fighters do. And again, Ghost coming out saying that the pro players are the reason for the downfall because they just praise the game and its greatness, and it makes NetherRealm feel like they're entitled to keep us like peasants, begging for responses and updates. And I don't even know how to feel, man. I feel like it goes both ways. A lot of these pro players, I feel like, genuinely do enjoy the gameplay, but at the same time, I feel like they did give them a pass because in a lot of ways, they did maybe potentially get some special treatment, or they like those retweets from Ed Boon. You feel me? I feel like it's not really trendy. It wasn't trendy to be vocal about things you dislike about this game, and finally it seems like the bitching is working, because we've bitched the last 2 days. I say we, the community, have really bitched, and I mean a lot of people. Like, if you don't use Twitter or X, I'm telling you, a lot of people the last 2 days have been hammering home the idea that Mortal Kombat 1 is falling apart. A lot. And I want to thank you guys for being honest in the comment section, having these discussions on Twitter with me, on YouTube with me, because ultimately, man, I always say it, I don't make these videos to be negative. I really don't. I make these videos because I love Mortal Kombat, and I've been around since fucking Mortal Kombat 9, which in a lot of people's opinion is the greatest modern Mortal Kombat game. So to see it go from, like, you know, WB giving NetherRealm this chance, you know, okay, we're gonna give you full, you know, ability to make this Mortal Kombat game. Sink or swim. If it does well, you can make more. If it fails, right? So they knocked out the park. Boom. 10. I love 10, bro. 10 was amazing. It's my favorite modern game of all time. The variation system, you know, was fucking great. I actually enjoyed Cassie Cage in that game as like the main character. I liked the combat kids. It was a darker, grittier tone that a lot of people didn't like, but for me, I liked this tone because it reminded me in a way of like Deception, kind of. And then we got 11, which kind of felt like the MK2 of modern time with like less emphasis on combos. But again, we were complaining about things like not getting the Scorpion skin from the trailer, but ultimately it's like at least skins in that game were at $10. At least when you got the combat pack, you got shit for free in that game. And this one, just the reboot, just feels like a live service game that we all paid over $100 for, which is missing, you know, lobbies, crossplay, fucking the crypts, etc, etc, etc. The fucking story mode is a multiverse ending. Armageddon in the first game. Like, what? Like, it just seems like a cop-out and lazy writing, and I can go on again forever, you know, forever, in comparison to, like, a Street Fighter that had World Tour and everything Tekken's offering. Like, it's been rough, dude, and I just hope that you guys who stick with me truly do see that I'm a fan of this franchise, with or without, you know, the perks that I got previously. I don't do it for that shit no more, man. I've pretty much freed myself from this idea that I have to hold a certain, what I can and can't say, you know what I mean? Like, I've never really been restricted, but I've at least always tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, you know? But I think now a lot of people still do that, and it's like, bro, we've had the same song and dance for years and years and years with the lack of communication. Like, at what point do you just say enough's enough and you stand up for yourself? And for me, you stand up for you guys, the community, the consumer, and no one my size is doing it. If it means I forever get blacklisted, I don't give a fuck, because I grew up on this franchise. I love Mortal Kombat. It's my favorite fighting game franchise. Dare I say it saved my life. It's a big part of my life, you know? This whole YouTube thing I've been doing for a long time. It may not take up all my life, but it's a pretty big part of it. It's a chunk of it. I've dedicated a lot of time to this. And to just sit back and watch the downfall of something I love and not at least try to voice my opinion, or, you know what I mean? I would regret that. And I'm just glad that I can truly say, looking at you here in the camera, that I've wholeheartedly, guys, tried my best to defend you, you know, try to fight for you, and try to be just real when I'm surrounded by a clique of people who don't like that and like flights and free shit. So I love you. Thank you for watching. That's your update. No ETA, but hopefully, you know, this game can be fixed when it's all said and done. I bought it myself twice. I own a PS5 version, an Xbox version. I'll be buying a PC version soon. I don't want this to be the game that kills the franchise, but it's really hard to be optimistic. So anyways, I love you. I'm gonna stop being sappy. MK Uno. It is what it is. Khameleon's out and she looks insane. I'm seeing people on the timeline all day hyping up Khameleon more than NetherRealm ever could. You know, 50% combos. It's insane. She's probably the best cameo in the game right now. And it just sucks because seeing some Sub-Zero tech as a Sub-Zero main, not as good as some of the other tech I'm seeing with, you know, other characters, but fuck it. I'll figure it out, I guess. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
On it crack, but I'm not superstitious.